for this review, we have the Hot Toys Star Wars Chopper. His designation is C1-10P. Didn't know that. This is TMS 112 for the series. He's going to come with this plastic bag. And something odd while I'm taking this off, the tape is yellowed already. This is a brand new figure. Okay, now we've got the tape off and we can see it a little bit better. The Star Wars logo has like a foil to it, foil look to it. This does have a little band around it. That's been a theme for a lot of these Star Wars packages. They have kind of like this traditional sideshow kind of box look, and then they'll have a ribbon of some kind. Uh, Hot Toys does that for a lot of their products. So some nice photography on the front. On the top, it just says Star Wars. We see the band carried over from that side. And then on the other side, we have another photo of Chopper. We have just Star Wars on the bottom. And then on the back, this is mostly the designers who worked on it, and then a bunch of warnings, basically don't put stuff in your mouth. And then there is a little foil sticker down here. So there's that. Okay, so this is shoebox design. The banner here kind of wraps around inside. And come on, we get this really cool poster. There's Hera and Sabine in the back, and that almost looks like photography. That's kind of crazy. Those are figures back there. So there's that. And then here is Chopper. So if you haven't already noticed, he comes in I would say this is a full size box. It seems like it. Maybe it's a little bit shorter, but almost thought I got the wrong thing when this showed up because the box was so big. But I guess they're doing the astromechs like that. And as you can see, he's kind of, is they're doing what they can to kind of fill up the space here. But this is how all his stuff is laid out. Let's see. He does have owner's manual on the front. There's nothing hidden back there. All right. And it's going to try to show this vertically, but all this stuff is probably going to fall out. So kind of do this to show you where I'm pulling things from. So let's get Chopper out. He's got a little plastic baggie protecting the back side of the droid. This is pretty much him. Everything else is just add-on pieces at this point. So let's start pulling stuff out. We got his third leg. We got his arms. His radar dish, a articulated, well, a an extended radar dish. His other arm. Let's keep these separate in case they are specific. Okay, on the right side we have, can't remember his name, but the teacher droid hologram. Whatever this is, whatever this is, and one of those eyeball moving apparatus sticks that Hot Toys normally includes with their movie masterpiece stuff. Okay, so without thinking too hard, we know that he has arms on the side, and maybe that is what this little piece is for. Maybe. Okay, these are easier to open up like with a spludger, but they're just in there. They're just kind of slid in there, and you slide them out. And then you take these guys and just, guess, just kind of sit them in there. Yeah, it is magnetic. It doesn't. It's a very weak magnet, but you can you can feel it when it connects. And then you've got these articulated arms. So arm, no arm, and looks like you can go with an extended arm or a short arm. Kind of doesn't want to go in. Okay, I see what it is. I think. So you take this top part off, and so you have, yeah, I don't understand. So you've got this articulated here, but it's outward, it's pointing out. And you got this one articulated here, but it has a 90-degree angle. So I guess they were a little concerned about breakage. I don't know. That's that's real specific. So let's see if we can get the other one out. And I don't know if this is by design. It seems to be, but if kind of press down at the top, it's gonna push this loose, and this will go ahead and come on out. I guess technically you can, put this in a lower position or higher position. There's not too much difference, but you can do that. And then as we saw, he's got the little radar dish. You can put this on, and yeah, you cannot articulate this. And I would also say that this is a thing that will break. So be be careful with this because there's like a very small, like teeny tiny like area where that plastic exists between the arm and the dish. So yeah, just be aware of that. And then not sure what these are for. I have to look at the instructions. Trying to see if they're magnetic, and they don't seem to be. Might be a episode specific thing. And then he's got his inner arm, and maybe that's what they want you to use this for. So there's the inner arm, and then you'll notice that the inner arm does have articulation at that, we'll call it the wrist joint. Um, I don't know if this is supposed to turn. I'm trying to turn it and it doesn't feel like it's going to turn. So keep that in mind. Don't break your toy. But everything else moves. These open and close, but I don't think it twists. The place where it connects at looks very square. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that does not twist at all. Okay, so there's that. And then we've got this. So we need a figure that would be compatible with that. So maybe, for example, Boba Fett, but this is going to be for, I can't remember who all had holographic projections in the show. Probably Ahsoka, maybe Sabine. I just don't remember. But he's got a little peg system, so you can use that with your figures. And then last but not least, we've got the third leg, and oh, there's two holes. So there's a hole in the front, and then angle. Whoops, I left some packaging on him. His shoulders. I don't know what else to call these, but they're ratcheted. I don't think R2's was ratcheted. So he can do that. And then see what's going on with the head. It does pivot. I'm trying to turn it and it's not giving. So before we break something, let's look at this manual. We might still break something, but hopefully not not this on purpose. Yep, so they're basically saying, you can push on it to get it to angle out. That's the degrees of motion. This should turn, so I'm guessing we got some fusion happening with the paint and the plastic. Ah, okay. Well, I feel smart. So this is the projector, and you kind of put your guy right there. Still can't remember his name right now. Um, Hu Yang. Yep. And you can have him kind of sort of hold it. Maybe hold it. He's not really designed to hold this. Okay, we just kind of lean it up against his body, but he can do that. All right, and I don't see what the other accessory is. Yeah, they are not showing it. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to do. So if anybody knows what this is, post in the comments. My first thought was that maybe this was like a closed version of this, but this is clearly different. Maybe this is like a tracking device, but it would be nice if it were metal. I mean, magnetic. It is not. It's just plain plastic. And I'm gonna see if I can turn this head without breaking it. Okay. So it's kind of like the head is on a ball peg, like a dumbbell ball joint. It's on there really tight. Like it feels scary moving this around, but that's basically how he's able to kind of tilt and turn. Um, the hands will come loose quite easily, also, just FYI. Let's put this arm back in. But I'm looking at the bottom and then I see this thing and I'm thinking, okay, I know what this is. He is sometimes shown with a rocket booster. So uh, this figure appears to have the booster port on here, but he didn't come with it. So does that imply that they're going to double dip and have another release of this down the road? I hope not, because this thing also it's already like pricey for the fact that it's a droid and not a full figure. And there is nothing else in this box. The instructions, reveal that. So I'm kind of interested in like what their plans are. Okay, so let's take a look at the figure a little bit. The detail is pretty amazing, as we would expect from Hot Toys, but it's really nice. This guy is not very heavy. Like when you pick it up, it does feel like plastic, but all the droids are like that. Um, I think when Sideshow was the ones that were doing these, they felt even lighter. So that's just going to be a thing. The hoses are a nice touch. He is asymmetrical. He's got two different legs. There are three little wires down in here. So really nice attention to detail. Not too much going on in the back, but they're like these little things that just like little attention to detail. Like this little orange piece is three-dimensional. It sticks out. Like just a lot of little things that are just kind of like amazing. Okay, so there is our chopper. Let's do some comparisons. So here he is with R2, and R2 does feel a little bit heavier, mostly because this dome is metal. It's actually pretty cold to the touch right now. So he does scale pretty well with him. And then here's Anakin. Maybe they met at some point in the Clone Wars. If you followed Rebels, it was a whole thing that Chopper was a general in the in Clone Wars. Um, that'll be cool if they ever go back and try to like explain that or show that. So he does scale well with him, and there are a lot more Ahsoka TV show things coming out. So we know we have an existing Ahsoka from The Mandalorian. We got Sabine. I don't know if Sabine came out already, and Hera, and I'm sure there's going to be tons of other stuff. So if you're big into Rebels or just the new Mandalorian Ahsoka stuff, this is a cool thing to get to add to your collection. If you're a Rebels fan, good reason to get it. If you just like cool robot stuff, this is a cool thing to get. So, oh, I didn't mention he does have wheels, two wheels on each foot, so he can roll pretty well. So that is the review. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, tune into more videos coming up. And if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.